You don't even notice it at first. You wake up, you grab your phone, and you start scrolling. Someone's on vacation, someone else just got engaged, another one bought a house, a car, or landed that promotion, maybe even one had a baby. And suddenly, before you even noticed, you stepped out of bed and you feel it, being behind. You feel smaller, emptier. You can't even explain why. You just are. And it's because it's simply this: you are no longer free. You're no longer free because every time that you compare your life to someone else's, you step into a prison built just for yourself and in your mind, a prison that you don't even see because the walls are made of envy, the floor is made of doubt, and the ceiling is pressing down on you with shame. The thing is this, the worst part is that the door is wide open and you're the only one that keeps walking back inside. People suffer in comparison because they stop living from their original self and instead build a borrowed self from fragments of others. This then creates this inner fracture. The real self is muted while the borrowed self becomes part of this like standard that they measured against, which always fails because it was never really theirs to begin with. And as this mental outlook increases, your personal freedom decreases, soon only leaving you as a hollow shell of your possible self. I mean, haven't you noticed how fast it happens without warning? The scroll becomes a measure of your worth. The highlight reels of others feel like a verdict on your mind. You start to compare your job to theirs, your relationship to theirs, your accomplishments to theirs. And every time you do feel this type of thought, you start to feel smaller and smaller, a little emptier as you go on, and you're shrinking into your own life. I want to ask you this, though. I mean, how often have you continually punished yourself for not being someone else? Envy is ignorance, but imitation is suicide. I mean, think about it. Every time that you envy, you are ignoring your own gifts. Every time that you imitate, you are killing the unique life that you could have been. A life of regret will surely follow. And the thing is this, it doesn't take bars or guards to build a prison within your own mind. All it takes is one comparison, one replayed 100 times fold until the walls feel solid like steel. The prison has no address. That's the thing. No metal, no stone. It lives inside your mind and you decorate it with every single image, every story, every measure of the life that isn't yours and never will be. The irony is this, though, that nobody put you there. You walked in yourself, and you keep walking in there while also locking the door from the inside. The picture that you saw doesn't show the truth, but it doesn't matter. The thing is this, your mind doesn't care about the truth. It cares about the story that you continually tell it again and again. There is a name for what's happening to you. You're living with a runaway mind that has uncontrolled thoughts, and it's called automatic thoughts. It comes before you can even notice it, before you can even argue with it. It just arrives suddenly. It leans on older, deeper ideas that you barely even notice. These core beliefs about your worth, lovability, success, they live deep underground in your subconscious mind. The mind that starts labeling. It edits with a heavy hand. It keeps the parts that hurt and cuts the parts that don't. There's a pattern to the edits, though. These mental filters, all or nothing lines, these fortune telling about a future that hasn't happened yet. Mind reading about people who haven't even spoken or said anything to you yet. The vocabulary existed before the feed, but the feed just gives it this fresh material. The feed in your mind is the poison that is limiting your freedom. The mind mistakes this irrational thoughts, though, as evidence. The I feel inferior, so thus I must be. This is the cognitive model at work. This starts with first beginning with interpretation that then connects to the emotion. The emotion then connects back to the behavior, looping back and back again until the interpretation looks like reality itself. But not only a mental hallucination and a distorted reality is what you can count on for a reality. You're literally seeing your life, frankly, as a mirage. I mean, how many times have you trusted a feeling like as if it were a fact? And how many verdicts came from sensations not truths. You perhaps are thinking maybe I am making progress, or maybe I don't suffer from this, or this doesn't revolve around me. I'm not connected to this. But in reality, you're just editing. You are the director who has casted yourself and is now zooming in frame by frame on your own mistakes, your own awkward pauses, your own emptiness, your own failure. It plays them on loop again and again and again until they feel like an entire identity and worldview. Your automatic thoughts have gone awry. The involuntary thoughts have controlled you, and now you're living a putrid existence. And your core beliefs, the ones that dictate your self-worth, your values, have no longer aligned to who you really are. There is no longer a congruence, rather only chaos. The thing is this, though, some who suffer these automatic thoughts lifestyle will continue to deny it to the end. They will deny all of it and say that they are living a reality, that this doesn't revolve around them, that they're not connected to this, that the distortions are real, their hallucinations are a fact. But many want to know the truth, and some may never want to know at all. The thing is this, they are content with the lies and the progress toward madness and instability. However, this video is not meant for them. For some, it's far too late. This video is for those who are ready to make and to take on the challenge to set themselves free, to truly become free from their prison of beliefs. Now it is up to you to listen carefully, follow the instructions, and to set yourself free from yourself with this freedom-based philosophy.